When I was 15, I was kidnapped by a serial killer. In June of 2002, I had spent the night with a friend and we were getting ready to go out for the day. Her mom asked us to water the plants before we left, so I volunteered to do that. So I was outside when a car pulled into the driveway that I didn't recognize, and a man got out. He had some pamphlets that he was giving out and wanted to know if my parents were home. I told him it was my friend's house, but her mom wasn't home. He said, "Okay, I'll just give these to you." And at the same time that he was handing them to me with one hand, he put a gun to the side of my neck with his other hand, and he said, "You're going to come with me." So I did. So he walked me around to the driver's side of his car, told me to get into the back seat. When I looked into the back seat, I saw a large plastic storage container, and he said, "Get in the container." Pretty much immediately from the time the gun pressed to the side of my neck, I knew that I was going to have to escape this person in some way, shape, or form. And this supernatural calm came over me. He eventually pulled over, picked up the container with me in it, and carried it a short way into his apartment. For the entire 18 hours that I was with him, I was sexually assaulted multiple times, but in the times in between, he would talk to me like you would talk to anyone. Then there were other times when he would say things like, "Let's watch the news and see if you're on there, and let's see if anyone misses you." He told me that when he was, quote, done with me, he was going to let me go somewhere where I wouldn't know where I was. And it was my choice if I wanted to go to law enforcement and always be known as the girl who was raped. For the most part, I wasn't restrained the entire time I was there. I was moving around, but I was very much under his control. At the end of the day, I was restrained for bed. So my captor put handcuffs on both of my wrists. They were connected with a quick link that was around the handcuffs, and it was tied to a rope that was tied to kind of the frame of the bed. I had a restraint on my left leg that was tied to the foot of the bed, and he lay down next to me and he went to sleep. When I woke up early the next morning and he was still asleep, I realized that this was my moment. I knew the first thing that I had to do was get my hands free. So I tried to use my hands to kind of reach the screw and unscrew the quick link, and I wasn't able to do that. So I had to actually use my teeth. I was able to lift the handcuffs out of the quick link. Then I had to slide my hands down to my leg and disconnect the leg restraint there from the bed. I slid out of the bed, went to the door, which was more or less barricaded with just